just had a great time and learned a lot more about the Keystone Club organization. And the Boys and Girls Club here, we partner with the school system. 2010, we wrote a grant, the school system, and we're one of the partners out of 8 or 9 different agencies in the community. We offer our character development programs, Money Matters. We also assist in homework assistance, and then the recreation and sports programs. So we have a big part in that grant. We were able to serve over 250 kids in 2010 through that grant, and we're very proud of the results that we got out of that. Some of the results that we've gotten out of that, over 93% of the young people that participate in that program passed the CRCT test. There's a standardized test that all elementary children in the state of Georgia has to take, and over 93% of those children pass the test. And we're talking about, these are children who come from disadvantaged circumstances, who come from homes where the parents may not always be at home. They come from a situation where they don't have a lot of support. But we were able to partner with the school system and other agencies to be able to make sure that these kids got what they needed in order to be successful in school last year. So it's a 3-year grant. We're going to it this year. We're working with the school system again, and also going into 2012 and finishing that grant cycle out. So we're looking for some positive results moving forward in that, and we'll be glad to report that to you in the near future. We've experienced some things at the Boys and Girls Club recently that is not too good of news. However, in every challenge there are good opportunities moving forward. So I say this, what I'm about to say is not very good, but it's something that will help us to become stronger as we move forward. Unfortunately, we had to change some things in our operations of our Boys and Girls Clubs here in Toccoa, and due to some past debt situations that occurred a little over a decade ago, we're having to we had to make some tough decisions. We had to pay those debts off, and we're doing that now, and I'm happy to report to you that we're in the process of doing some renegotiating within the next 8 months in that situation, and really moving things forward for the organization. But what I mean by the opportunity side of this is with the partnership with the school system. I mean, when we had to go, let me back up for a second. When we had to go, we experienced this situation with the debt that set us back financially, and so what we had to do is make some transitional decisions very quickly. So what we did, we took all the elementary kids that attended our main office Boys and Girls Club, which is located on Whitman Street in Toccoa. We were able to put a certain amount of those children in to leave them at their respective schools in which they attend. And all the kids were not able to get in, so therefore there's still a lot of kids not having an after-school program right now, and that's really it really troubles me, and it troubles a lot of people in this community. But we will grow stronger because no one quit. We're still hanging in here and making things happen, and still doing what we are here to do, as meeting the mission of serving youth here in our community. So we partnered with the school system deeper in this situation, and they did accept, like I just said a few seconds ago, they did accept a few of our kids into the program. Because that particular program you're dealing with in the school system, you're dealing with kids who are struggling academically and has some behavioral problems as well, but more or less on the academic side they're struggling with, and that's where they focus in on those particular young people. So we were blessed to be able to partner with them on that. Also, majority of our staff had the opportunity to go into the schools, and so they can keep their jobs. But here at the Whitman Street location, the main office, we had to turn it into a operation of just serving the 11 through 18-year-olds. And right now we're not serving a lot of kids in that. We may be serving 20 a day. And, you know, we have opportunity to grow that, but we have to be careful because our staff to youth ratio is just not quite there where it needs to be. The ratio is typically 1 to 13. And, you know, all we have really now is one person and to really work with our kids, and that's all that we can afford at this time. So we're going through this bump right now, but we know it's not going to always be here, because as we begin to chop down the old debt, we'll be able to have those funds to be able to move forward and serve the kids in this community that really deserve and need this. So as I talked about just a few moments ago, you know, we've had some great times, and we've had some challenging times, and right now we're in that challenging time. But we know challenges doesn't always last, and we will come out of this. And once we come out of it, we'll come out of it a lot stronger, a lot wiser. And when it comes to decision making time on certain things will get done. And let me back up for a second. Some of this old debt was, as I talked about a few seconds ago, I came to Toccoa, Stevens County in 2007. A lot of these debts happened over about 10 years ago, a little over 10 years ago. So, you know, it was prior to me being here, and I've come in to help get things on the right track, and we have gotten a lot of things on the right track. We have paid off a lot of debt, and we're serving a lot more kids now more than ever. And we're just happy to be here, continuing to serve. Even through this challenge, we're still here. We're sticking it out because we know that better days are ahead for the Boys and Girls Club. And put all this into perspective, things just don't happen by coincidence. We were able to secure that grant in conjunction with the school system. Imagine if we didn't have that partnership with the school system. Where would we be right now? We wouldn't even be serving over 250 kids in the school system right now. Yeah, we're still missing some kids due to this situation, but we're still here. And we're going to find a way to get those kids back in here. We're going to do it no matter what, because at the end of the day, when you believe in something hard enough, people will come out. People will come out and support you when they know you're doing the right thing, when you're fighting for what is right. And that's one thing that I've experienced while being here in Toccoa. It hasn't always been easy due to the history of the Boys and Girls Club here. But one thing I can say about the people that I have met, when they believe in you, they will invest in what you do. And that's what people around here has done. And I want to thank Toccoa Stevens County for what they have done, and for trusting in my leadership and helping us to move our mission forward. Now, we're going to be doing some other things with the organization that I am very proud of. We're going to be having some new looks, some new opportunities for us in the future. We're going to be writing some grants, some larger scale grants, and hopefully we will be awarded those grants, and that will help us to leverage things a lot better in the community, so that we can continue the partnership in the school system, and being able to strengthen our relationship with them, and because they have been just a blessing to the Boys and Girls Club, and we just thank Stevens County School System for all that you do and all that you are doing in supporting our efforts. And all I can say is, you know, it's been an adventure, and it's continuing to be an adventure. But here in Boys and Girls Clubs, Toccoa, Stevens County, we're keeping our heads up, and we're going to keep on serving those kids. Until then, until next time, thank you.